Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to reach out and connect with these video creators. It's really easy to do. I do recommend that you find more than one video and you actually can make an attempt to contact more than one video creator. In my experience, maybe 1 out of 10 of these video creators will actually respond or reply to you, mostly because the YouTube messaging system is kind of wonky. People aren't used to receiving messages that way. It's easy to miss in their email for whatever reason. Be persistent with this method, and I recommend that you reach out to at least 20 video creators, and more than likely one of those will get back to you with either a yes or a no. But let me show you how it's done. Now let's say I wanted to connect with this video creator, Sadie Nardini, and ask her if she'd be willing to put my link in her description. Again, that's what we're doing. That's how we are essentially siphoning off this traffic to these highly targeted niche videos and directing them to a squeeze page, a Kindle ebook, a related affiliate product, etc. So the first thing I would do is subscribe to her channel. And I do that because number one, I can say when I contact them, I can say, hey, I'm a subscriber. I really enjoyed your video. They may be more willing to actually reply to you, that being the case. And you can subscribe to this video creator right here with this red subscribe button. I'm going to do that right now. And next, I'm going to click on the name of the video creator herself, Sadie Nardini, and it will actually take me to another page. And here we are at Sadie Nardini's channel. Sadie's very active. It looks like she has over 200 videos, and they all have some decent views here. She has over 56,000 subscribers, a total of 14,600,000 views. This is not Sadie's first time around the block. That may be good or bad, I don't know, regarding whether she'd be willing to let me put a link in her video, but you'll never know unless you reach out and you ask them. And I'm going to send her a message directly right inside this YouTube messaging system. If you've never done it before, it's this little link right down here. There's a drop down arrow. There's Sadie Nardini's name, and there's a little arrow. Click on that arrow and then click on send message, and it will take you to this page. And this is where you can actually be able to send a message via YouTube's messaging system. And I have a form message that I use to contact all of these video creators. I've got it loaded up in this little text document, and you can download this text document underneath this video series and use it yourself. And this is the same message that I send to everybody, but I customize it a little bit. Let me read it to you here, and I'll show you exactly where you're going to be customizing it for your own message to these video creators. And by the way, my good friend Aiden Booth is the one who gave me this script. This is very close to the same script that he uses to do this exact same thing. I didn't make this up myself. Aiden didn't either, but he's got a really good script, and so I adapted it a little bit, but just to give credit where credit's due, I got this for the most part from Aiden. So the subject line, this goes into right here, this is going to be the title of your email, is can I pay you 15 bucks for a link in your blank video? I found that $15 is a good amount to start with. They may come back to you and say, you know what, it's going to be 30 bucks. You can start with a smaller amount if you like. You could say, can I pay you $5, or just say, hey, would you mind putting my link in your description? You can try to ask somebody to do this as a personal favor to you. However, if they don't know anything about you, certainly by offering them money, it would make it easier. They would be more willing to do so, and it kind of grabs their attention right here in the subject line. Hey, can I pay you money for a link in your video? Of course, this is a yoga video, so I would put, can I pay you $15 for a link in your yoga video? If it's a chicken coop building video, I'd say, can I pay you $15 for a link in your chicken coop video? I like to customize it so that it doesn't look like some sort of spammy message. So go ahead and use this subject line or modify it as you see fit. And then the body of this message is, hi there, my name is blank, Jay Boyer. I'm actually going to change this right here before I forget. You put your name in there. I'm a subscriber of your channel and I love your blank video. Again, this is going to be semi-customized so that This doesn't seem like the form letter that it is, and people can say, "Oh my gosh, well they actually took the time to write me this message. They know what my video is about, and they're a fan of mine because they're a subscriber to my channel." I go on to say, I'm also the author of blank Kindle books. Again, as it applies to your niche, I could say I'm also the author of some funny children's books for kids, or if you're not, or you can say I have a blog in your niche. Here is a link to one of my books on Amazon, or here is a link to my blog, whatever it is that connects you to this niche. Or you could leave this out completely if this doesn't apply to you. I'm sending you this message to ask if you'd mind putting a link to the above website slash Kindle book slash Facebook page, whatever, in your video description, specifically in this video. And this is where you're going to actually put the URL to your YouTube video. This is not the yoga video, this was the cat farts video, but this is what you'd be capturing here, this URL, this little link up top in the browser window. Simply copy and paste it and put it right inside in this message that you're going to be sending to this video creator. I'd be happy to pay you $15 or whatever amount that you're willing to pay for this link via PayPal within 24 hours as soon as this link goes live, as soon as you see it in their video description. If you're interested, please contact me at, and you can put your email address in there if you like, or just reply to this message right here in YouTube. Thanks very much. You can put your name there. P.S. FYI, it's pretty easy to add a link to your video by editing the video description. Once you've logged into your YouTube account, just go to the video manager page and then click on the edit button next to the video, blah, blah, blah. Thanks, talk to you soon. So I'm giving them sort of for dummies instructions on how to do this. If they have never put a link in their description, maybe their description is completely blank because they've never uploaded a video to YouTube before. In any case, I don't want to leave anything to the imagination. I want to tell them exactly what they need to do in order to put their link in their video. Okay? I also recommend that you put the specific language that you want right here in this message. Okay? In the case of my video, I put this right in the message to this video creator. I said, okay, if you think cat farts are funny, check this out. And there is the link to my Kindle ebook. By the way, I recommend that you put your link that you want featured in the description as close to the beginning of the description as possible. Right up top is optimal. Okay, you could do it twice. You could put the link and then a little sentence or blurb connected to the video. In this case, link dash, okay, if you think cat farts are funny, check this out, and then another link. Okay, so that you're sure that it shows up right at the very top of the description, and they won't have to scroll down and open up the description to actually get to your link. It will also show up in the search results for your keyword that you're trying to rank for. Just like on that yoga search that we did, we could see the first 20 words of the description right on that search page. So that's the message, and that's how you could and should be customizing your own message to your own niche or keyword or web property or Kindle ebook or whatever you're trying to actually send people to using this technique. And then, of course, don't forget to click the send message button there. And as I mentioned, not everyone is going to get back to you. However, some of them will. And they'll either send you a message right here inside of YouTube, or if you ask for them to connect with you in your personal email, you'll see that roll in as well. So that's the idea. And remember, don't be shy. Reach out to as many people as possible. I recommend at least 20. In my experience, if you reach out to 20 video creators just like this, at least one of them is going to get back to you. Okay, I'll see you in the next video, and I will cover some of the frequently asked questions that I get all the time about this and just some final words. I'll see you there.